Welcome to Chase Talks. My name's Chase, and we are back with another episode of Dynasty 8 Warriors. Dynasty 8 Warriors. Dynasty Warriors 8, not Dynasty 8 Warriors. Empires. Empire Mode, Part 15. Last time we were invaded and we lost, and then we healed a bunch of times, and then we won again. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to do not targeted healing. I'm going to do a group healing on Chase Talks, and we are going to recover from exhaustion and hopefully be able to invade in the month of November. I almost called November December. I'm just not pronouncing anything right this episode. We might as well cut record. Sunsei has successfully completed a rebellion. Now, right, nice. Cool. We're not under attack. That is great news. What I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attack the Purple Kingdom, because the Purple Kingdom keeps doing purple things and trying to take over my kingdom. So I'm going to go down to battle. We're going to invade, and we are going to take back our kingdom right there. So we're going to bring Bo, Lubu. Let's bring Zhao Zhao. Oh man, it's so nice seeing all these fully healed people. Look at how many troops Lubu can have now. 4,030. Nice job, Lubu. Now we're going to go down to Ganning, Sunsei. I'm going to give Sun Quan a chance to revenge himself, and I give him all of his troops for some reason because I thought he was the last person. And let's go ahead and use Simashi. And let's see what happens. Man, 5,420 sheeps. Huh! 420. Continue. Or confirm, I guess I mean. It's not a continue button. It was, in fact, a confirm button. Oh, man. I'm excited to be retaking what we lost, what our empire lost, in our conquest for China. Our conquest for China is nearly unending, even though we are getting very, very close to the end of this playthrough, and then we're going to be playing through Star Wars. At least it's the goal. I haven't made sure that the game still works. Let's check out our battlefield objectives. Maintain total troop strength 50%. Defeat specific officers 3 minutes or less. Maintain total troop strength 75%. Capture specific base 3 minutes or less. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's begin. And I guess when I say I didn't make sure the game didn't work, I just haven't turned my Xbox 360 on in a while. So you gotta turn it on, let it run, and test out the game and get it ready. I'm excited to start recording that series. Though I am excited what we're doing here. Let's take over this base real quick. So I am excited for all this. I'll tell my troops to advance. Everyone, advance! I'm excited to finish Dynasty Warriors and complete our conquest of China. It has been fun. I also did see while after starting to record the series, like 2 episodes in, I saw they were coming out with a new Dynasty Warriors. I don't think I've talked about it all. So that's exciting too. So hopefully we can snag that new Dynasty Warriors when it comes out and play through that game too. Though it is a normal Dynasty Warriors, and I think I'll still play through. Where'd he go? I don't know where he went. That was weird. Did it say use transportation on the screen? So maybe he can teleport. Maybe it's an ability that allows you to teleport somewhere else on the map when you're getting beat up. But oh, what was I saying? Oh, I was talking about the new I've heard that there's a new Dynasty Warriors 8. I've seen it. That is going to be a thing. I'm not sure when its release date is, but it's the normal Dynasty Warriors 8. It's not the Empires mode. The Empire mode usually comes out a year or 2 later. I might get that one, and then we'll play through the story mode on that. I usually wait for the Empires version, like this one, because the Empire mode usually just has like character customization, and normal Dynasty Warriors, they don't usually release the character customization, and they don't usually release an Empire mode like this. So like the 2 things that I love most about Dynasty Warriors aren't normally in the non-Empire version. So I gotta do some research into it and see if they're gonna come out in Dynasty Warriors 9. If it is gonna be in Dynasty Warriors 9, these 2 things, or at least character customization, then I'll probably pick up Dynasty Warriors 9. And if they come out with Empires, then I'd probably pick that one up too. But otherwise, I would just wait for an Empires one to come out and probably not pick up Dynasty Warriors 9. But I might just do it for the channel too. I might just pick it up just to play through at least the story on the channel. Then also, I've heard that the new Star Wars Battlefront is better now that EA removed their like pay-to-win system. I know that there's like, I don't think the loot boxes are gone like 100%, or I don't know if they like took them down for the initial launch or what's going on. But they said that they took down something, so to make the game feel less pay-to-win. So the game is, from what I've heard, the game's a lot better. So I kind of want to buy that game and give that game a chance now. Since I just love Star Wars so much, I don't want to support, and this is kind of like the downside of it, is like, I know like EA's done like good things as a company. Like, I mean, Mass Effect from BioWare, which EA owns, or at least produces their games. I'm pretty sure they're an affiliate, so they're owned by them. And so there's things like that EA's brought good, and it makes me want to support the company. But then there's other things that EA has done that makes me just not want to support their products. Just because there's like so many, like, I guess, kind of crappier things they've done to take advantage of the community. And like, that's like, I know with a lot of things I try not to with businesses. I try not to relate like what the people that own the business are like. And it's not, I guess it's not, it's the way the business is conducting themselves rather than the way the people that run the business conduct themselves, because that's what I try and do. I always disassociate the people involved with the company. It's like watching a movie. If I didn't watch movies because of the actors were terrible people, I wouldn't get to watch any movie. So it's kind of like stuff like that. So I disassociate it with it. I guess you could say a similar thing on YouTube even, with some things that people have done, and yeah, it's just disassociating them and their create. So it's like disassociating the artist with the art. So it's like that artist may have been a terrible person, but they can still make beautiful art. Or their art, we can still enjoy their art, and what they did shouldn't take away from the beauty of their art or the enjoyment of their art. I guess it's kind of like that. But then there's the other side of the coin, of course, where people are like, oh man, if you really don't like this person, then why are you supporting them? But yeah, I just don't let it kind of affect in my mind on that stuff. And I guess that video games, I could say the video games would be the same on the EA thing, but like, it's the way the company is conducting itself, what is kind of like frustrating. Which has been frustrating the community rather than how the people that run it are conducting themselves. And it's not usually on like, and I guess it's also taking advantage of the properties, and it's smart. I mean, it's smart business on their side. Like, if they're gonna put something in a game that, like, so if you sell, like, if you think about it, if it's $20 for like a loot box or whatever, if you sell 100,000 copies of the game, and like 10% of your player base buys the loot boxes, and they're $20 a piece, so that'd be like 10,000 people buying the loot boxes. And oh, that was the leader. That must have been their perfect. Nice. So we won. That was a quick victory. Only 8 minutes in the video. Depending on how much stuff I need to do in between, we might be able to fit another invasion in this episode. And get 2 things. Or if there's a defense, we could probably fit in a defense in. What I was saying is that there's like a lot of I mean, it's good business on there, and you can't say it isn't, because it's like it's like if 10% of their business buys it, you got 10,000 people buying it, $20 a loot box, you just made an extra 200 grand. On top of the 600 grand you made, which makes 800 grand profit from like the 100,000 people buying $60 a game. So it's really 6 million. And it brings in an extra $200,000. So like, I get that it's good. I'm gonna try and recruit her. I must refuse you. No, I'll release you. So it's the extra like profit there, and I'm gonna release these people. Because I know there's like an officer maximum you can get, and I don't want to fill it with like the nameless officers. So we're gonna fight our kingdom, which is awesome. But yeah. So I mean, it's a smart business practice on their side. They just went a little bit too far in depth in it to where they were adhering game progress. I'm not against games offering you an option to cut and pay for things, but I'm against it when they adhere your progress in an attempt to entice you to buy. That's the kind of frustrating thing to me because I've spent a lot of I've spent a lot of I spent a lot of extra money on things and games that I didn't need to spend. Like League of Legends is a good example. I bought too many skins in that game, but like everything else in the game, like there's a pay for option. Like if I want a new champion, I can play and play and play and play. No life it, get the IP and get a new champion, or I can put in $10 and buy the champion. So it gives me another option. I don't have to. I can like cut those corners, or I can put it in and do the time. It's not a ridiculous amount of time gained those champions, especially for the newer ones. It's the more expensive ones. But then they price reduce them after they've been so old, things like that, making it easier for you to do it on your own. I own every champion in the game, and I have the vast majority of them, besides some of them that I like bought in a combo with their skin. I've worked and bought straight out of IP, and I own every champion in that game. So, just things like that. Would you be interested in joining my service? I would use the abilities of yours that have caused me so much trouble. I understand. Sure. Okay, we are not getting invaded, which is good. I can actually take out the Dark Red Kingdom, but I'm going to take out the Purple Kingdom and which surrounds the... I'd be surrounding the Green Kingdom, and I'd have like this weird stretch of land in between the Upper Kingdoms and the Northern Kingdoms. But I'm going to go ahead and do it because that gets that kingdom off the board, and that's the kingdom that's been invading me. Whoop, I don't know why I went down. Lubu first. Let's put Bo in. Are these guys all really weak? Alright, I gotta do a targeted healing real quick. Because I'm not weak, but the rest of my people are, so I'm gonna do a group healing, really quick. And then in January, we'll be able to invade again. More 10 minutes in the episode, I can go ahead and fit another invade. But we get invaded! Oh! Oh man, I forgot to do those things. Oh man, I forgot to do those things. That sucks. Oh well, let's do personnel, diplomacy, and battle. I suppose we'll go with this plan for the time being. I think we have time to do that invade though. I know like we've only been getting one in an episode because the invades and stuff have been taking so long, but this, like the first invade went by super quick. We'll try and recruit an officer. We'll try and form an alliance. Well, I don't want to reform an alliance because that'll adhere our progress. We'll do an academy and an item shop. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and defend. Pick Lubu, we'll pick Bo, Zhao Zhao, Jiang Ning. Let's go ahead and do Liu Bei, Junsei, and let's bring Zhao Ren. We haven't brought Zhao Ren in a while. We'll bring Zhao Zhao's uncle. Whoop! We almost joined without joining forces again. Okay. Dang, we are at about even. We have a little bit more troops than them, but our troop strength are rated about even. So this is going to be kind of a close battle, it seems. And of course, after defeating them, it'll be easier to invade them again. Green Kingdom's starting a war with me. Maybe if the Purple Kingdom leaves me alone, next episode we'll invade the Green Kingdom instead. Kind of wipe them off because they're like the biggest empire left, and then I only have the corner state. The only reason they're the biggest, even though they own 3, which I actually think they do own the most territory, even though they only own 3, just because they have like the biggest land territories that are kind of the well, that'd be where like Hong Kong and Shanghai and stuff is. So they're like the what's it called? Coastal. Coastal is the word I was looking for. Defeat specific officer in 3 minutes or less. Capture bases 3 times. Maintain total troop strength 50%. Defeat 3 officers. Alright, let's begin battle. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking about that EU thing. I think I talked enough about it. And it's been a while since it happened. And a lot of people have kind of already, like, it feels like people have just forgotten about it and been like, okay, whatever. And yeah. Let's take over this base real quick. It doesn't look like this is here. Make taking over this base a little bit easier. Go ahead and make everyone advance. Hey, there's Liu Bei. I should find Sun Jian. and recruit them, so I have all of the all of like the rulers on one team. I did do one time because I thought it was kind of cool. Because it was totally anti-historic. Was to have I had Sun Jian, Liu Bei, and Zhao Zhao on one force, and they were my only three forces. I think I made Sun Jian the leader, the ruler, because he's my favorite. And then I was like, oh, what would it be like if the three like big kingdoms, the three kingdoms of the Warring Kingdoms period of China, were all on the same side? Or it's like not all on the same side. What if their rulers were all on the same side? And then they all ended up becoming sworn siblings too, and they all ended up becoming sworn siblings, and there's something else that happened. Oh, I made like one the strategist and one the marshal. Alright, let's go down. Keep advancing. It looks like my forces need my help. But I'm gonna go rid of this connecting base and then I'll circle back around and help. We have the opportunity to seize this battle. Do not waste it. Whoa, you can't be stopped. Talking about me. Whoa, you can't be stopped, bruh. He's a pirate. He has a surfer voice. I would love to see a pirate movie where all the pirates had surfer voices. That'd be hilarious. They're like, whoa, bruh, you can't be stopped, bruh. Whoa, this booty is like totally tubular. Talking about pirate treasure, of course, not about butts, but it could have been about butts. Double entendre, the question. Hey, Bo. Hey, Lubu captured that base. Good job, Lubu. This is what happens when I heal everyone. These guys are much tougher than they look. Lubu's in trouble. Oh no. Oh, he activated immovable. That's what that one guy that like destroyed me used that one time. That he just like destroyed me. I didn't even stand a chance. That's the ability he used to make himself like tankier. Alright, I gotta go save Lubu. Can't go this way, I guess. Looks like there's an officer right here. Fighter. Oh, would that be... I don't know how you pronounce her name. I knew at one point how to pronounce her name, of course. I don't know how to pronounce her name anymore. Oh, she was charging too. This is my favorite combo. I just love the angle, like the zoom in it does. This is a really cool angle. Allied main camp is under attack. Oh no. Where did they come from? I guess I'm gonna switch everyone to defend. 'Cause I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose this base because a bunch of people just appeared in my main camp. That's so weird. Was that a strategy they used? I guess I know there's the strategies and stuff. I'm on my way. Alright, gotta go quick. Alright. Whew. Made it to the main camp. Hey, that guy had the gun too. I think that's the actual guy that used the gun. The other guy must have been like a random officer that just happened to be using the same gun. That is definitely the best combo. So I Mushu'd right there, and the reason I did that was because if I didn't Mushu, what would have happened was I'd have taken a ton of damage from his Mushu attack. So I like kind of counter Mushu'd there, so that I would take no damage. Because when you're doing the Mushu attack, you can't take damage. That was the goal behind that. I've done that a couple times in the episodes. I think I've talked about it before. No, I don't think we'll continue. We've won. It allowed me to swing for a second there. It doesn't usually allow me to swing. So we won twice. We won 2 battles this game. That's really good. That is really super good. Really, 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 really good. We did not defeat specific officer in 3 minutes or less. We didn't capture 3 bases because I had to run back and save our main camp. But we did maintain total strip thing 50%. And we did defeat 3 officers. Cool. Alright. So that's going to be it for this episode. There were no changes to territory that I control. So, yeah, this is going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we will most likely be invading the Green Kingdom as long as we did not get defend. As long as we don't have to defend, as long as we didn't get invaded. So, thanks for watching. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe so you never miss another episode of Chase Talks. Until next time, this is Chase, signing off.